I don't know why no one wants to admit it with Nikola Jokic, but he's easily the MVP in the NBA. And it's not even a debate. I know it's a lot of other great guys in the league who's tearing it up right now and having a great season. I know SGA is averaging 30. Giannis is doing his thing, averaging 30 and 10. You got Jason Tatum has been playing amazing. It's plenty of people out here who you could make an argument for the MVP. But none of them, absolutely none of the people y'all are arguing for MVP is coming close to doing what Nikola Jokic is doing from a number standpoint and also from an impact standpoint and what MVP means in any definition, however you want to spice it up. Because Nikola Jokic, man, what this dude is doing right now and what he's been doing over the past 4 years, but let's just go back to this season specifically. What this man has been doing, we won't see it replicated in a very, 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 very long time. Nikola Jokic right now is currently top 3 in points, rebounds, and assists, and he's also shooting 56% from the field goal range, bro. So he's been on a tear. And then if you really want to get technical, Nikola Jokic is also top 5 in steals with the quick hands. So it's like you can look at any category from a statistical standpoint and you will find Nikola Jokic's name right there in that top 5 category. Only thing he's missing, and the only argument people have of why someone is an MVP over Nikola Jokic is the fact that they're more exciting to watch or because they have more hype and athleticism. That's other than that, it ain't no other debate or no other reason I can accept for why Jokic is not the MVP. And why he will not be the MVP. Now, I know a lot of people get sensitive in this aspect because they're like, oh no, Jokic can't have that many MVPs. We don't want him to have more MVPs than Kobe. We don't want him to have more MVPs than Tim Duncan. We don't want him to have more MVPs than Shaq. You know how it's always that thing where they say the older guys in the league, you know, they're hating on the young people. They're hating on the young crew that's actually killing it. This is the news, and this is what people notice too, because people hating on Jokic as if what he's doing can easily be replicated, but this is just, we won't see this again. I think back to any other candidate or any other player in the league that has done something this spectacular. It's always been shouted from the heavens of how great that player is and how amazing they are at what they're doing. And they're doing this, triple-double that, and averaging this, shooting that percentage. But you don't see none of that with Nikola Jokic. I get, like, Jokic, he's almost a safe option because he's easily the best, but that's no reason to discredit his performances and him actually winning another MVP. Because all I know is, if this was any other player in the league, let this have been Jason Tatum, let this have been SGA averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. Like, come on, man. Any other player in the league that's putting up numbers remotely close to what Nikola Jokic is doing right now, we would hear about it nonstop. It would be the talk of the town. It would be on every debate show, on every podcast, on every sports network about how great this player is and why he's the next Michael Jordan and why he's the next face of the league. Why don't we get those same type of things with Nikola Jokic? I know why. And you know what? I'll say why. I think the reality of it is of why we don't see all the hype with Nikola Jokic, despite him averaging a triple-double and this not being replicated, is because he's a guy from Serbia who doesn't really care about basketball. I mean, the NBA doesn't want a guy who doesn't really care about his work to be the face of the league. That's why we don't see all the hype about Nikola Jokic being the face of the league. Because, I mean, they want someone, honestly, let's keep it real. They want someone American and who loves what they do and show the passion and the hype and all of that stuff every time they step on the floor. Jokic is a damn great competitor and he's going to compete. But y'all know, if it comes down to playing basketball or racing horses, we know exactly what Jokic wants to do for the end game. And that's race his damn horses. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, but because that's the case, media just doesn't hype him up like they would hype up an SGA, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Even Giannis doesn't even get as much love, honestly. But all the other guys in the league, you know, who are great players, they get way more hype than what the numbers of Nikola Jokic are doing. So, you know, I can't help but to notice this, man. And I think it's unfair because as I'm looking at all the statistical advantages and stuff, and I don't want to manipulate numbers too crazily, but one of the things I just so happened to notice as I was scoping this out is that of the 43 games played so far with the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic has only went 6 games without putting up a double-double. Only 6 games, not even double digits, almost on one hand. This man has only won 6 games without putting up a double-double out of 43 games. We're almost at the All-Star break. This dude's averaging 30, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. Nobody else is doing this right now. Nobody is remotely close. SGA averaging 30 points, 6 and 5. Giannis is doing this thing, averaging 30 and 10, but nobody else is near the triple-double right now. And to me, I'm like, man, it's outstanding. Let's not even bring up the MVP conversation if you don't have Nikola Jokic as the front runner, because it doesn't get any more evident that Nikola Jokic is the MVP.